If I did those things, I would feel comfortable having one of these out there.
Talk to me about the dangers of putting a sauna outdoors, even in a covered area.
Man, I feel like I've answered this so many times.
You have.
I feel like I've done videos on this so many times.
You might have.
We got to see a picture of the space. It depends on the roof overhang. Depends on the coverage. You know, I call it wind-blown rain coverage or something like that. But if you're on a screened-in patio, if you're on an open lanai, basically any type of roof-covered patio with overhang, whether or not there's an exterior wall with a screen or windows, or it's just completely open. You got your little patio. What's the ability for sun, rain, and wind-blown moisture, mist? Like when rain hits the ground in Florida here, when we have a tropical storm or something like that, the splash up is tremendous, right? So you can have water that bounces in a patio depending on the place. It's different for every single place. That's why we got to see a picture of the install location. But you can have rain that's going to bounce in 6-8 feet. You can have wind-blown rain that comes in, 10 feet, stuff like that. So let's just say you have a 10-foot patio. Here's the back wall of your house. Let's just say there's a kitchen or a living room, there's a set of sliders, and you come out to the patio. It's great. Maybe you have a pool, maybe not. But this back wall, you want to put a sauna on it. But you only have 10 feet here of covered roof with patio, and that includes your eaves or your overhang. It depends on how the house is set up. But if the ability for sun, because sun will obviously damage the exterior if you don't seal it or put a coating on it, over time, just like a deck or anything else. Depends on the sauna brand. Some of them don't have a coating on it at all. Most of the indoor models are not going to have a UV rated coating on it at all. So you're asking it to perform in elements like that. It's not really designed to do that. But this is the back wall. You've got 10 feet. But what is the ability for water to come in, either windblown or splash up or whatever, and reach the sauna? If it's narrower than that, you have yourself a problem. The sauna itself, most of the time, it takes up at least 48 by 48 by the time you open the glass door. So if you have a shallow patio, not much overhang, and there's potential for wind-blown rain to get to the roof, you're done. It's toast. Because you don't have a weatherproof roof. Electronics are in the roof. So if you get enough moisture down there, if it doesn't short itself out, the connectors will corrode. So basically moisture, sun, all these elements, the humidity will wreck stuff.
Okay.
So most of these, if you have a big patio that's well covered, most of these can handle it. The sauna companies are going to tell you no. Sauna companies will tell you void the warranty. They have to. They can't allow customers to think that they can take an indoor product with a porous, open, non-weatherproof roof structure and put it outside in any capacity. They're opening themselves up for liability if they told you otherwise. But I'll tell you that we do it a lot, and it's fine, and it's lasted fine for years. And then I'll also tell you that I see people doing it when they shouldn't, and it completely wrecks the sauna in under 24 months. I posted in the Facebook group the other day, there was a used sauna that was for sale around here in Orlando, and the lady had like a 8 or 10 foot, covered patio or lanai, and her roof structure was sloped toward the pool deck. There was a gutter, and that begun her pool screen that came over. Rain would fill the gutter, spill over through the screen, splash like crazy, and instead of putting the sauna up against the wall, they had the sauna out like towards the end of the patio, and you could see 1.5 foot up the side of it. It was completely wrecked. Sun damage. So once it's sun damaged, the wood grain is basically susceptible to the elements, and then all that moisture was just soaking it up and completely rotted out. It was in bad shape.
I didn't know this existed before. They have saunas like this that are for outdoors.
Sure.
Now that I see the outdoor saunas, I'm like, why not just buy those? I know they've got to be more expensive.
It depends. There's varying degrees of outdoor sauna. Really high-end outdoor saunas that are $10,000 or $20,000. They come with an actual shingle or metal roof. Those are 100%. They'll last you years, just like your house roof. The other end of the spectrum, there are cheap saunas that are basically built to indoor standards, and they put a piece of Lexan on the roof and call it an outdoor sauna. You can see these all over Wayfair, Amazon, all that stuff. Those will work for a time. But if you put them in direct rain coverage, they have a lifespan.
What is the scenario in which you think it's appropriate to get an outdoor sauna? When they want an outdoor sauna, or?
Yeah, if you just want that, or you're short on square footage and there's just no place to put it inside, I totally get that. Some people want to combine contrast therapy with cold plunge and sauna, and they just want them to be right next to each other. So that's another reason. It depends on your climate too. So for me personally, if you're in a northern climate zone, I would tend to recommend putting it inside if you want like a reasonable preheat time so that it's in your conditioned space. If it's outside of your conditioned space, then there's all types of variables. There's no one way to answer the question. It comes down to, how cold is it? Is it 40 degrees? Is it minus 20? All that stuff is going to affect the performance. In my experience with a lot of people, if the performance is greatly impacted, it's going to change how often you stick to the schedule of using it. Because if it takes 2 hours to heat it up and you have a busy day, you're not working it in.
If you personally had to stick one of these saunas on your porch, I mean, is there anything that you could do to like make it last longer outside, just based on what you've seen in the Facebook group or anything?
According to the sauna companies that won't void the warranty, or something that I would do?
Just something you would do.
Okay, yeah, always. If you wanted to put it on a corner of a lanai, usually there's not great windblown rain coverage on a corner. So most of the time on the side, the sauna will just get hammered, right? Even if there's a screen there, even screen enclosures that have a half knee wall or something like that, it's not enough. You got to think about it. If you have a big long lanai that's 30 feet by 12 feet, you really probably don't want the sauna smack dab in the middle of it. It'd be better if it was off on one end or the other and keep it out of the way. But one of the things that I would do, build a supplemental weatherproof wall on the end.
Okay.
And just kind of wrap the sauna in. This could be as simple as using weatherproof sheet material. You would want something that's obviously presentable, that sort of matches the house if you care about the integrity of the aesthetics of it. You could get complicated and you could stub out an actual framed wall or a block wall and then stucco it to match the house and take the screen section out of that. And you basically create shielded coverage in the corner and create a pocket for the sauna to sit. That will absolutely stop any and all potential possibility of water coming in from the top and down in. It'll also protect the wall that's exposed to the sun. And then I'm assuming, or I'm anticipating, that the lanai or patio roof structure is deep enough to where it casts a shadow from the sun on the sauna position. If I did those things, I would feel comfortable having one of these out there. Now, don't kill me just because you do all that. If you have a lanai that's open to a pool and the kids are running around with super soakers and they spray the heck out of the front of it, you can still get water inside of it, or they can still hit the electronics, or you know what I mean? So there's all kinds of little things that you could say, well, Matt said.
So basically just keep it inside.
Yeah, if possible, or have a big lanai that has coverage like that, you know.
So if there's something that you like from today's video, or you're looking for more resources, at CertifiedSaunas.com on the homepage, there's recommended sauna resources. If you're looking for a brand, a size, a model, reviews, installation videos on how to put them together. We have step-by-step tutorials that show you how to receive a sauna, how to prep your house for it. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for you so you don't have to wade through 4 hours of YouTube video to find the exact thing that you're looking for. But a lot of times in these episodes, I'll mention sauna hats, sauna accessories, different types of electrolyte supplements. If you want to put an infrared sauna in a cold basement or unheated garage, there's accessories or additional supplemental heat that you can add to it. If you continue down, you'll find everything that you're looking for that we've mentioned today. In addition to CertifiedSaunas.com, you can go to the Facebook group, which is the Certified Sauna Community on Facebook. It's our sauna group. There's no hardcore pitching. There's thousands of members in there that offer really, really, really good advice. I learn from them every day. I'm also contributing and answering questions in there every day. In addition to that, you can go to the Amazon store. A lot of people have requested on where to buy sauna towels, sauna hats, different various supplements, minerals, electrolytes. Now we have all this in one place on various lists on this Amazon store. So you can go to this one link and everything will be right there for you. See you in the next video.